So, on this show at A at the Table, we talk about love, sex, and relationships. So, we're going to get right into the sex. Okay? So, I want to ask, how do you know when you got good dick or when you got good pussy?
You want me to go first? Because you know I love talking about pussy.
I love talking about pussy too.
I mean, I think that girls think that good pussy is the actual vagina. I think two girls like, nah, my pussy tight. You know, I get really wet. Like you and the rest of the 4 billion other females in the world, like it's the same anatomy. I look at good pussy as like the whole experience, or like what she got on. See, like when a guy ever says she has good pussy, don't think he means the vagina. He means how she was sucking his dick. You know, her passion, her moaning, how they was kissing, tongue kissing, the vibe, her whole aura. Because when you have sex, it's a lot of energy in the room. Like you could feel it in the room. Like example, when you go in a room, like, I smell sex in here. But you really felt that shit, really. You feel me? So it's about energy. So good pussy is about your whole performance. You understand? Like basketball, having a jump shot make you having a nice jump shot. But dribbling, rebounding, left hand, right hand, he's a good player. So a good, good sex to me is like good pussy all in one word.
I agree with you to a certain extent, Guapo.
You have one,
yeah,
obviously.
So, speaking for the women who do have good vagina, I think good vagina is what you say it is, the whole experience, if that's what you're going to sum it up to be. And like I talked about on one of our other segments before, which is practice being sexy during sex. You know, I think that's so important. So the experience, being sexy during sex, how you gave him head, how you pleased him, how you wrote it, how you look back at it, all these things, how you even led up to sex, the foreplay. But that's where I disagree with you at. There's a such thing as good pussy and it being tight and wet and being able to perform when needed to be.
I want to also knock off this spell notion that like a girl that has kids can't have good pussy. Because some of the best pussy I ever had in my life.
Who said that?
Let me just talk to the guys who, relax. You see, they must got some good, y'all okay on it? My point is this though. Usually these younger kids think that if a girl's pussy, she had a kid or 2 or 3, that thing might be gone. Like throwing a pencil in the hallway type shit.
Maybe.
But like living my life, I done had a couple of them that had kids, and let me tell you, like some of them got better pussy than girls with no kids. So the pussy is built to come back and snatch up. I do agree with that. But bad pussy, it exists. Now some girls are just born with bad anatomy. They have extra, loose walls by just being because that how they are. Some of them don't get wet naturally. Some girls don't. Yeah. I've met girls that just, and it wasn't because of a WAP or she wasn't feeling you. Like even she had lube on deck, all kinds of. I'm like, you got mad different kinds of lube in here. Like, so clearly you have a problem with getting wet. And she's like, nah, I don't really get wet, at first, but I get wet during. So some girls are born with different pussies. So to call it bad, I wouldn't say it's bad, but it's not the top of the crop preferred by men.
What is the whole thing with women with kids don't have good vagina? It's because they pushing out like you're giving birth on a human being.
That's not true. Like me dating coming up, like I had a girl that had 3 kids when I was like 21. I was like creeping with her. She had 3 kids, whatever. And I came into it like, yo, this shit gonna be trash. She pushed out these 3 big ass boys. What? I'm like, I'm young. I'm not educated. You feel me? So, but when me and her had sex, I was like, whoa. Like I was totally wrong. And she like, nah, they sold me up really good. You know what I'm saying? Like they took care of me and I do kegs and all that shit. So I'm like, I kind of thought that. And most people do. Because now a girl with 2 kids or a kid, a guy might say, oh, that shit ran through 3 or 4 kids. Like they say this stuff. Like it's not right. But
it
happens.
Could be.
And sometimes if a woman isn't sold correctly, it can. Remember, It's up to the nurse to really give you a nice stitching and to not fuck after you had your kids for a while.
But you might not necessarily be stitched. You might not need to be stitched at all.
I don't have children. She don't have children and you're not a woman. I didn't need to be stitched, so it doesn't.
Okay, well, me not being a girl's obvious. I'm very tall and handsome. But I had a son, and when I was there, she got stitched. I met this chick, right? And she used to tell me about this dude she used to do. It's like, yo, this dude I had, yo, he has such a big cock. Oh my God. So I used to be like, damn, it's gonna be like a rough follow-up act. She's like, listen though, so when I hit that thing, right?
Mhm.
You feel me? Like, I'm gonna give it my own diagnosis. Sometimes a girl fuck with a nigga that's so crazy big, right?
Mhm.
And he be trashing her for a couple months or a year or two, but when they break up, that pussy be damaged. Yeah, I'm telling y'all bitches right now, if you fucking a Mandingo, just know he is killing that real estate. So make sure you love this nigga, because he will leave that pussy high and dry, and them walls might not bounce back.
I wish he was lying, ladies, but I heard guys say that girls be like, oh, they be telling females, oh, you don't have no walls. She be like, oh, because my ex's dick was bigger than yours.
And I'm not trying to sit here and like dispel or even like be on some funny shit, like mention it. I'm trying to tell y'all, if y'all meet a nigga, females, and y'all, a man, and he pull his shit out, and he like some 9-inch, 10-inch crazy shit, think about your future. Think about your future. Because once he go through and trash that shit balls deep on top, crazy, dogging you out, when you done, every nigga who's about 6 to 7 to 8 going know.
You don't
I witnessed a girl that was, she a baddie on the gram. She from California. She's a nice little, she bad. She fuck NBA players, ball players, and all that.
That make her bad?
I'm telling you her lifestyle. I'm trying to say like what she's doing. And that pussy felt like NFL pussy. Like niggas was dogging that shit. That shit was like, it was no end.
All right, so.
And I can see it. Look, there you go, guys. Look. And I know my dick size. I know what it could do. I done seen it, what it can do, what sound things. Like, I know where I'm supposed to stand in the world.
So how does a woman go about first acknowledging that she has loose vagina?
First of all, see, that's why I love you, Holiday. And you, Nikki. I did that one time, right? Very immaturely and rudely. And it's not how you handle shit, fellas. You don't tell a girl her pussy is loose. That's not, if you like her. So I told her, I was like, yo, I recommended her get the surgery in DR, the tightening thing. Like, yo, if you're gonna get the surgery, like, the ass done, how much is that thing for the pussy type shit? So it's like, I was gonna give it a little 1,100, you know what I mean? So it didn't go too well, you know what I mean? Her self-esteem went down to the, to the bottom, and everything kind of like fizzed off. But it's like, there are things you can do as a woman to have tighter walls. And, kegs, I felt a girl before squeeze my meat. I'm like, wow.
It's inside of you, right?
Inside.
It's a talent.
I said, how?
It's a talent.
She was like, fucking demon.
Tune in.
It's not a talent.
It is. Every bitch can't do it. If she got loose pussy, she can't do it.
Yeah, but if a girl right now watching this, like, if your shit is smack deep, I mean, when a nigga on top smacking you deep, if you're not going, oh my God, you're smack deep. And it is. Come on. So my thing is kegs work, because I felt a girl like squeeze. I'm like, yo, how you? I'm like, wow. So it made her pussy like 10 times tighter.
So we're gonna wrap it up, ladies. Everybody can do Kegels. You pee. Hold it for 8 seconds. Pee again.
And yo, ladies, remember, don't let Mandingo. Remember, make sure you let this nigga now. He might that thing crazy.